Salute. Y'all know what it is. Pre-Love Poppy. We're here with another installment, another episode. We're doing chore coats versus hunting coats. Now, I know the spring is on its way, and it's crazy to think about next fall, next winter. I know nobody wants to think about that, especially with the ice just starting to melt. Shout out to everybody that had to deal with the storm. It touched so many states, more than just the tri-state area. So shout out to everybody that had to deal with it. We're thawing out, and I know it's kind of hard to think about the next fall season, but I think these coats are going to be trending for the next fall season. Hunting coats versus chore coats, okay? So, y'all know the classic chore coat from Carhartt. Shout out to Carhartt. They probably got the toughest, heaviest, the most recognizable, and just one of the flyest chore coats in the game right now. As you can see, this is the olive green chore coat. This is an extra large right here, and I think these is going to be it, y'all. They definitely had they run. We all know, as far as the Detroit, the active, the Arctic, the traditional. These have had their lane, but I think these going to have an even more a larger presence next season coming up, and even maybe at the tail end of this season, because spring does have some 50-degree, 60-degree days. If you kind of got a cool enough, thin enough shirt, you might can make one of these work. Like I said, this one is an extra large. Fits, kind of baggy. You're gonna have to really take your time in finding your measurement. And shout out to eBay, because a lot of the people who sell this, they have the pit to pit, also the neck all the way to the bottom. So you really have to find your measurement. Like I said, this one is an extra large, so that'll give you a size reference. I'm 5'9", about 175 pounds. So, I think these is going to be it. Shout out, this one I really enjoy right here. Let me see right here. This one, I think the hunting slash chore coat gear is going to be on the rise. This is just a word from your Uncle Mark. You understand what I'm saying? This one, as you can see, is blanket line. Beautiful blanket line. We grabbed this from eBay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed a couple personal ones because, like I said, the brand made a resurgence, and I fell back in love with it. I said, this is my chance to really get it and understand more about it. I didn't know they had this many awesome different brands of Carhartt. And the ones that I remember was the Arctic ones. I'll show you a couple of those, but these I think are going to be great. Now, this one right here is from 2003. This one is from 2003. It's the CO2 Moss. Can let me know if you can see that good. Okay, this is the CO2 Moss extra large regular. Now, I think one of the keys to finding your fit is understanding that they have regular and they also have tall, right? If you're a medium, they have medium regular, but then they'll also have medium tall. So that's something that if you want to make sure that, you have a taller torso, you have longer legs, that's something to take in consideration. Okay? Let me show you this one. For all my Eagles fans out there. Hunter green right here. Absolutely beautiful. Black corduroy collar. Another blanket line. This guy is from... Now, the thing about this one, right? I don't have a tag. Somebody probably yanked the tag because it had the classic information on it. But, as you can see, it's a beautiful jacket. I can't believe they got me for the information. I'm gonna say it's an extra large as well. I got, I'm gonna measure it. But these are some of my personal ones because I feel like as an OG, you gotta have your couple Carhartts. Like I see you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have your couple. Like, these are really good. You know what I mean? Like I said, I passed on them as a youth. I went so many other directions. And for it to be having a resurgence right now, I'm lucky to be able to get a couple of these really nice jackets. So shout out to all the beautiful people on Depop. Shout out to the beautiful people on eBay who made this happen. And, when you go check them out, you make sure you be thorough. Unless you want the rips and the dings and the scars, then you can get it. But there are jackets that are just as clean as this and better. So you got to make, if this is something that you're into, that's something that you make sure that you know, hunt for. You know what I mean? Because this is more like an advice. I'm not selling these. I'm not, I'm not selling these, you know. So, you know, I want to make sure that you get some good ones too, because I think it's going to be coming back. I think it's going to be a very popular look, and you might want to get the, you might want to know. And so, like I said, this one is probably an extra large. Got to do the measurements, but that's the cool thing. People are providing measurements, tape measures, rulers. So you got to see what you do. Like I said, now this one was from 2003. This one, I don't have any tag on that one, but it's just a flavor jacket. This one was a beautiful one right here. And this one is from 2000. This one is the Petro. This one is the Petro. You can see that PTL, CO2, and this one is an extra large as well from 2000. Nice brownish collar that might have faded a little bit, but still looks really good. I think the jacket, that's pretty much the color. That is the color, Petrol. You could, this has an incredible patch on it. And the thing about these leather patches, that's like sandstone, right? So that's, when you see the sandstone, that's like a particular wash, a particular type of jacket we love, and it feels good. It feels really soft. Still heavy. Still has all of the bells and whistles as far as the blanket liner. Still has everything, corduroy collar, but it just has a really nice finished texture on it. You know what I'm saying? So this one is Petro, which is kind of like a bluish slate gray. And I don't know, the thing about this one, it fits a little bit. It doesn't fall as far as the other ones. Still has pretty much the same feel as the other one. It feels a little bit lighter, but the color in it is great. The patch, everything looks great about it. So it just has a different cut to it. But I kind of like this too, because the other ones are really baggy. The other ones are really baggy. And we sent one to, shout out to Chelsea Head Tailoring. That is a tailor that we found on Instagram out in Michigan, who can restore and repair your Carhartt jacket. So we got another one that we're going to get a new collar. We're going to get some awesome features that I can't wait to show you. And I think if everything goes great, we'll add some features onto these jackets that I think you'll love. You know what I'm saying? So this is a extra large as well. You know, fits a little bit shorter, but it's these are great for driving, right? Because some of the other jackets that Carhartt make, it's a little bit stuffy in the car. If you're walking, it's perfect. But these are really good for driving. I think these are really good for doing all. I can see why people work in them, but they're so nice. I would never work in them. You had to give me something else to work in. I'd have took my work jacket and sat it somewhere where nobody could find it. And these are really nice right here. So this is a Petrol right here. And so, you know, as a guy that's moving and grooving, and I can see how fashion is changing, I said I better take advantage, because I think this look is going to be, I think, dadcore, you know, because, you know, it's slash workcore slash blue collar. Dad falls right into that. You know what I mean? Dad falls right into that. Now, y'all saw that. And that one is from 2000. Let me show you one from the 80s. Shout out to the awesome YouTubers, Husky Harajuku and FJ Channel. A lot of different people, native Japanese. Those are some of the people that I've been watching too. Just wanted to shout them out, because they, you know, I saw a lot of these cool jackets out there in Japan, and I know there's a lot of good vendors out there in California, Ohio. A lot of people who have this jacket, so it was like an honor for me to be able to grab this jacket. I want to say it's the 80s, but you can see that tag is so blown out. Who knows? But I think when you look up the red quilted lining, I think that'll give you some indication of the time frame. Nice brown corduroy collar. It's got the little hang-up hook in the back. Just really nice. Had a little bit of, you could tell somebody was working, did some hard work. Where is it at? A little bit of love right here. Can you guys see that? A little bit of love here, a little bit of love there. You guys can see that. But maybe we give it a good wash and see what it is. But it's mostly respect and appreciation for this jacket. We really like this one. So, you know, this one is a large though. This one fits more like a large, as you can see. This one is not nearly as big as the other ones. But that nice lining makes it, you can put this on quick. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it. Like this goes on quick. And so maybe we throw a t-shirt on under there, or maybe we throw a nice regular shirt. But you got to, you know, you want to be careful. You're not too stuffy, you're not too uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So they make different sizes, and you have different pants that could go with it, things of different that nature. So you get different sizes, right? And so that's the thing. You be able to grab and buy different sizes because you have different pants, slacks, fatigues, cargos, all types. And we'll get into that too. We got another video coming up where we compare the Levi's, a lot of the different sizes to the looks that you may want to have throughout your week, throughout your month, or whatever. So, and the season. So, shout out to that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Everything is in good order. Okay? Now, so let's talk about the hunting jackets, right? These are the chore coats, right? Let's talk about the hunting. These are a little bit different. Some of them are just as weighty, but as you can see, this one right here, this is a Timberland 1996, vintage 1996. Let me see where, I believe that's what the information. Shout out to the beautiful folks at Timberland. I really like that. That's probably one of my favorite details right there, right? As you can see, corduroy, beautiful corduroy. Wicked. Got some splits right there for a little space in the back. You can see the nice details in the sleeve. Thing about the hunting jackets, they're gonna have these huge pockets right at the bottom. That's what I noticed. Now this, see these awesome pockets. Can y'all see these pockets right here? These good? Huge pockets right here. Really nice buttons right here. This got, is that like a pleated pocket? Mm-hmm. This is like got a pleated, see how I'm using my vocab? Pleated pocket right there. Beautiful design. Shout out to Work Warehouse, Rahway, New Jersey. They blessed us with this one right here. And this is the other dad core item that, you know, could be super hot fall, winter, even the end of this winter right here. The end of this winter, you might catch a couple people moving and grooving in these right here. And they give me great father vibes from back in the 80s and the 90s sitcoms, you know what I'm saying? And this is a hunting jacket. This is a hunting jacket. So let me show y'all. This is Timberland, by the way, put out a great product. 1996, I believe we did the knowledge on that. Show y'all the inside. Beautiful pocket right there. Nice patch right there. There's the tag. It says 100% cotton on the outer. That's really what you want. That's really what you want. So that's one right there, right? These next couple right here, insane. Insane. And I know that LL Bean has some beautiful hunting jackets as well. Field jackets. You may see some called field jackets, hunting jackets, sporting type coats. This is what we're talking about. This one right here, Ralph. Shout out to Lord Ralph. You already know what it is. Another nice corduroy collar. All flavor. All flavor with the soft flannel on the inside. It got the duck pocket right here. Whatever, I don't know if you putting ammo, if you putting bread or whatever you may, whatever. But it got a nice button. So if it get crazy, you could, you know what I mean? And then you could go ahead and fasten that back up. So nice chest pocket right there on the inside. Let's get this one on right here. And this is another extra large baggy fit, super National Lampoon's type jacket right here, yo. You know, this Steve Martin Chevy Chase right here. Father of the Bride. You know what I'm saying? National Lampoon's out here. This is flavor jacket right here. And as you can see, it's got one pocket up here, two beautiful pockets right there. It's got a nice stitching, beautiful brown buttons, all flavor. I rolled the sleeves up just so I could get the most of the sleeve. It's not too puffy on me. No pocket on the other side. All flavor. All flavor. And then once you go ahead and check that out, incredible. Absolutely incredible. With the flannel, that's ready for the lumberjacks for the Christmas time. It don't matter if you're a statesman. It don't matter. You ready to go. So it's just a really cool jacket for me. Like I think this look is gonna be dope when it comes down to it. Now depending on the pants you wear, it really don't matter. But I think you can absolutely accessorize this with some really basic yet strong tools. You know what I'm saying? Nice little light sweater. You don't really need nothing, but when people see it, it's respectable and they're gonna recognize good quality. You know, so that's the Polo one. Shout out to Polo. Now, this one was the champion. This next one was part of a championship set that I didn't even know was part of a championship set. I'm telling you, this is all facts, all truth. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm telling you, this is all facts, all truth. Y'all saw Low Goose on the Deuce, right? Shout out to all of the participants. Shout out to I think it's Rack Low and the beautiful people that came together and made that New York City Times Square polo competition absolutely amazing. The winner, Ducky Low, the guy that won it all, had on an amazing set. And the set started with, one of the hunting jackets I got here. I didn't know it at the time, but I ordered the jacket, waiting for the jacket, watching YouTube. I'm watching all types of fashion shows. I'm watching a lot of people that's doing vintage shopping, whatever. So we all watch the Polo fashion show, and we all watch the Low Goose on the Deuce. I'm waiting on my jacket, and lo and behold, one of the contestants had on the setup. Now, this is part of the championship because he won the title. He got the 6 foot. The trophy was 6 foot high. It was tall as a 7th grader, right? This was part of the championship set, right? But I had already ordered it before I watched it, so I was already in tune to a championship lay, right? Completely. This he had on the bubble coat, which was like this, and once he took the bubble coat off, because I'm sure y'all saw the video, they was just all going through the different beautiful layers of Ralph. Once he took the bubble coat off, he had the bubble coat to match, he had this joint on there. Man, I almost fainted. Check this joint out. Beautiful corduroy cuff sleeves. You can already see the contrast. Deep tan, not just a light wheat, but a really nice deep tan corduroy collar against this incredible tartan plaid. I want to say tartan, but it's the fact that the green is so bold in the middle of the red and the blue, matching off with the corduroy. It's just an incredible jacket. As you can see right here, check that out. Incredible features like that. Like you could go out on, I'm pretty sure the hunters know what that's for. Ducks and different ammo. And like we always say that, but that's got to be what that is for. And it's a beautiful design. Even if that's not what that's for, it's a beautiful design. Now you got a false pocket. Can y'all see that? You got a false pocket, but then you got a real pocket. You understand what I'm saying? 2 flaps, just for flavor, for no reason at all, but just for flavor. This jacket is incredible. And so my man had on the incredible set, and then the whole time you can still, let me make sure, and then you can still throw your hands in these pockets. That's what's important. You still got 2 pockets where you can rest your hands comfortably. This is an incredible jacket right here. Shout out to Ralph. Shout out to Ralph. You know what I'm saying? And so this one pocket seemed to be a little bit more pronounced than the other pocket. This pocket you can't go too deep. This pocket you can. This pocket you can. I don't know what that's about, but there it is. That's I guess that's my only critique. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ralph, yo. We've had shout out to Uncle Ralph, right? Shout out, so this won the championship, and then of course we know we had the all of the matching ducks. The Ducky Low came out. It was duck season. It was crazy. Go watch that. If you haven't seen Low Goose on the Deuce competition, watch that. It was a great competition and a great event. And so this is, once again, hunting jackets versus, well, not versus, but yeah, hunting jackets versus chore jackets. Y'all make sure y'all do the knowledge, do your size. These is going to be like maybe 28 to 20. These are going to be like 28 to 30 inches long from the collar all the way down to the bottom. These are going to be about 28 to 30 inches long on an extra large Carhartt. Okay, know that. These is about the same. These are about the same. This is going to be about 28 to 30 inches from the collar all the way down on the hunting jacket. So know that. And these are both extra larges. Okay? So know that. If you want that super baggy look, that's something that you're going to want to consider. Okay? Pre-love Poppy. We appreciate y'all hanging with us. Y'all make sure y'all be safe. Y'all come back. We do another one. Salute.